Hello everyone, MegaMan6564 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Bleach Brave Souls. Today, we've changed up our team, as now we have Hallibell on our team, instead of the other Rukia. And first, let's spend 250 Spirit Orbs. Meet the first mainstay of our team, 5-star Ichigo, 4-star Rose, 4-star Rose, 4-star Love, 5-star Yoruichi, 3-star White Ichigo, 3-star Yuzuru, 3-star Orihime, 4-star Kisuke, 3-star Toshiro. So, yeah, this 5-star Ichigo is gonna be a permanent fixture on this team in the later episodes. I don't know when I actually implement him, because I'm pretty sure I have Hallibell at least for an episode or two, I think. Keyword being I think. I don't honestly remember. It's been such a long time since I actually recorded the gameplay for this. Yeah, so we're doing Renji, Rukia, and Hallibell. So, part 3 of the rescue. Let's get started. Ugh. Hey Ichigo, how are you feeling? Where am I? Why did you do that? Why was I the only one you brought back? I was the only one with half a chance of surviving back there. And now thanks to you, Ganju, and Hanaguro, and Rukia will be killed. Don't be so vain. You had no chance of surviving. None of you could have defeated Byakuya. One person was all I could carry and still get away from Byakuya. Then why? Why didn't you take Rukia instead of me? I could have, but Rukia wouldn't have had a chance of defeating Byakuya any more than the rest of them back there would. You alone have the ability to do that given the right training, so I brought you back here with me in order to give you that training. You're no match for Byakuya right now, but I'm going to train you so you will be. And then you're going to go back and rescue everyone with your own hands. How's the pain? It's still there, but a lot better than before. Oh well, time is short, right? Let's get the show on the road. Fine, alright then. Let me start by asking you a question. I assume that now you must have noticed your Zanpakuto is always in its released form, correct? It's released form, so that's what Kenpachi Zaraki told me about his. I guess that's why its shape is so different from other people's swords, and why it never transformed when I called out its name. So you really didn't know after all, did you? Then I assume you also didn't know Zangetsu can be released to another level. Huh? Not just Zangetsu, of course. All Zanpakuto swords have a second level of soul release beyond the first one. That first level is Shikai, the second level is Bankai. Before any soul recruit can become a captain, he or she must have mastered both. That's right, except for one, every squad captain of the Court Guard squad must have one. Kenpachi Zaraki is the only one without one. As far as I know, in all the vast history of Soul Society, Kenpachi is the only one who has achieved it without getting to Bankai. Okay, I don't know. I was going too fast here. I can't catch up, man. Power difference between levels varies. In general, it's accepted that with the Bankai release, the fighter's power increases 5 to 10 times. That much. Now do you see what I'm talking about? To gain this advantage, it's not uncommon for even a strong fighter to have to train more than 10 years. Don't panic. There is another way. It's going to be dangerous, Ichigo, but I plan to use a different method here. The 3-day method, I believe. So, Chapter 68. Overcome your limits. Ichigo starts intense training in order to achieve Bankai, the punishingly difficult second release of his Zanpakuto, in as short as time as possible. So, let's go. What's with the weird-looking cutout? It's Ten Shintai, an important spiritual tool used by the Stealth Force, specifically designed to draw up the Zanpakuto and manifest its true form. I don't get what you're saying. How's that supposed to help me complete my Bankai training? The Shikai must establish a dialogue and a harmony with the Zanpakuto. The manifestation and submission of the Zanpakuto is necessary for Bankai. Manifestation refers to summoning the Zanpakuto in our own world. Normally, it requires several years of training to do this, but you, even though it ended in a draw, you fought on equal footing with Kenpachi Zaraki, so as unlikely as it might seem, it appears you've actually reached manifestation or a comparable level already. If you stab this with Zangetsu, it can forcibly bring it into the manifested state. In other words, we can bring the Zanpakuto into this world. Huh? However, with this method, during this time you must defeat Zangetsu and force him into submission. If you're unable to do that, you don't have to go into the details. If you're saying there's no other way it can be done, then I've got to do it. And we're off. So, how's everyone doing today? This is still the same recording session as the last episode. Well, audio recording session, I should say. Gameplay recording session. This is probably done like I don't know if I see any notifications pop up, then I can give you a rough timeline. But I'm gonna assume it was probably, I want to say, within a couple days to a week of the last episode's gameplay recording. So probably beginning to mid-October. It seems you've recovered quite nicely, Ichigo, so it's you. I take it you heard our conversation. Of course. Then I'll leave the method of fighting up to you. I assume you can start right away. Of course. What the heck did you just do? Somewhere amongst these swords is the true Zangetsu. That is the only one that can defeat me, the others are useless. If you wish to force me into submission, you'll have to find a way to locate it before I can kill you. And then try to defeat me if you can. So here we go, fight against Zangetsu. Which, it doesn't seem like it's quite difficult right now. And we did it! Stop stalling. How much time do you plan on wasting? Never mind. If he hasn't the strength to stand on his own, then I'll just grab his scrawny neck and drag him to his feet. No, wait. Alright, so mission complete. And we got a 1-star Orihime. Alright. Chapter 69, Beyond the Limit. As Rukia's impending execution draws even closer, Ichigo begins a heroic fight against the materialized form of Zangetsu in an attempt to learn the Bankai release. So let's go! Sword number 18. Damn it. Each of these swords represents a piece of your heart. The purpose of this trial is to find the one piece among them that was forged for the solitary purpose of combat. That one there was your heart's frailty. You exposed it by trying to depend on me. I depended on him, the frailty of my heart? If you're incapable of recognizing that, you can forget about Bankai forever. Come now, move on to the next one. You haven't the time to be crawling around. You're right, you're absolutely right. So, what are you guys doing on this lovely morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you may be watching this? For me right now, it's Friday night. It's late Friday night. It's like 11:15 p.m. for me. I'm just chilling, relaxing, recording the audio, watching the Vancouver Canucks game as well against Tampa Bay. Currently a 1-1 tie in the second period. And, oh wow, Rukia is almost dead. That's not good. I have a feeling Rukia isn't gonna make it through the stage. I don't know about you guys, but... Oh, well, let's bring out Halibel. So, for the longest time, I had no clue who the hell Halibel actually was. Because the extent that I've actually watched Bleach, when it used to be on TV at least, was like the very, very early part of the Arankar saga, so just after the bounce. And I've been rewatching a lot of Bleach. I'm currently at episode, I think, 120? Remember, never take your eye off the enemy. Damn it, I almost had the bastard that time. Ichigo, he's absorbing it with amazing speed and an incredible level. Damn it, still not. I have to do this. I gotta if I want to save Rukia. So as I was saying, God, I was watching a lot of Bleach. I think I'm at episode 120. I'm either at 120 or 121. Uh, I've been watching a lot of Bleach lately, though, so. But still, everything must come to an end. Put your sword down, day one is over. Hey, this place looks familiar. How's that? I've been thinking about it for a while now, and I finally figured out what it reminds me of. It looks like the training room under Urara's shop. You picked up on that, huh? We tried to model that place after this one when we built it. When Kisuke and I were kids, we needed a place to play, so we snuck off and built this place. It was our own little secret hideout. Secret hideout? This place is huge. How'd you ever keep it a secret? Very long story. Back when the two of us were kids, we used to play here almost all the time. Da-da-da. Yes, Kisuke's actually a Soul Reaper. Surprise, surprise. Oh no, Yoruichi, I want to know the truth about the guy who trained me. He never told you, huh? Alright, then I might as well tell you the rest. He's former captain of Squad 12 of the 13 Court Guard squads. In addition, he's the one who conceived and founded the Department of Research and Development, and served as its first chief. And we will actually get more into that in part... I think it's part 5. I know one of the parts actually does like a history thing. It's actually really cool. Alright, so... Chapter 70, A Person Who Mustn't Fight. Meanwhile, Uryu and Orihime continue making their way to the Repentance Cell to rendezvous with Ichigo. And let's see what we're gonna do. Yeah, now we're gonna switch up. We're putting Yoruichi and Ichigo in our team. I don't know if I ever take Ichigo off the team after this point. Because I know for the last, like, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, it was Wednesday when I did a ton of recording, and I know I got part 5, 6, 7, 8 done. I think 4 might have been there too. Anyway, Tsubaki's not healing one of our own is much harder than I thought. I'm sorry I'm so useless. Don't look so sad. You still have your shielding and healing powers, don't forget that. And that's more than enough. Thank you. Orihime losing her attack powers may actually turn out to be a good thing. Having spent the last few days with her, I've learned that she's really not suited for combat. She just doesn't have it in her to hurt anyone, even if it's the enemy. People like her shouldn't fight, battles aren't good for her or her full friends, and her allies as well. Alright, so, let's continue on here. A level 1 Yoruichi. I'm pretty sure Yoruichi... I only use Yoruichi very briefly, because, as you can see, she's already down to like half health. And I think I was just doing, anyways, now we're gonna use Ichigo. You know, I think I was just doing this more of like as a test drive to see if I'd actually like them. Or like using them, I should actually say. And now we're back to Renji. And more of the stealth force jerks. Okay, seriously, was it really that hard to hit a box? Now we've got a Keto expert. Gonna use their flamethrower, but they're down so they can't, so haha to them. Boss time against the Keto expert. Well, at least there's no... Ow. Okay, seriously, I almost felt like 3-way flamethrower, and that would not have been fun. Prepare to see a lot of that in the future episodes. Because there's going to be a lot of that. Alright, so. Wow. Leveled up to level 7. Man, to think that at one point that 5-star Ichigo was a level 1. Oh man. Anyways, let's continue on. Brent's pressing forward. Chapter 71. Anxious for Ichigo, Uryu, and Orihime continue through the Seirei towards the Repentance Cell. Oh man. Like, it's so hard to believe that Ichigo was once a little low-level 5-star compared to what he's become now, which you guys will see in the later parts. But anyways, so as we're using Ichigo here, he's doing pretty good actually, holding up. And his attack is actually really good, like, and by attack I mean like his attack stat, because his first, like his low level, like that attack that I just used right now, I mean, I know it does a lot of hits, but at the same token, it doesn't really do much damage, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. And Ichigo's gonna die soon if I don't do something. There we go. Alright, we're gonna use Yoruichi. Not sure if that's really much of a better move, because Yoruichi's special attacks actually do a lot of damage. But Yoruichi's normal attacks do, like, the first hit does diddly squat, and then the second hit onwards do a decent amount, per se. Oh great, a Stealth Force Assassin, just what I want to fight. And another thing that I learned, I don't know if I've mentioned it already, but you don't actually have to kill the small guys. As long as you kill the boss, that's what matters. You'll still get rewards in that from, well, I don't know if you'll get rewards from the small guys, but you'll at least get money. And we did it! Quest cleared. Ichigo and Yoruichi are now level 11, and we got a 1-star Uryu. Alright, chapter 72. A loathsome Soul Reaper. As they make their way towards the Repentance Cell, Uryu and Orihime are confronted by a bizarre Soul Reaper who calls himself Captain of Squad 12 and head of the Department of Research and Development, also known as Kisuke's successor. So, this is gonna be fun. I'm sure Ichigo is safe and headed for Rukia as we speak, right? We better join up with him quick. He'll charge in alone and bungle the job unless we back him up. Orihime, get away from those guys now. Well, a Quincy, eh? Such a rarity these days. In fact, it's been years since I've seen a live specimen. But I'm sorry to disappoint you. I long ago finished researching your pathetic species. I'm no longer interested in dealing with your kind, so get out of my way. Finished researching? What do you mean? Just who the hell are you? You don't know? What do your Ryoka do? Just storm into the enemy's base without doing any research into who it is you're attacking? How very careless of you. I would think you would at least commit to memory the names of the 13 captains. I am Captain of Squad 12, as well as second-generation Chief of Research and Development, Mayuri Koretsuchi. You don't need to remember that, though, because soon you will no longer know anything. Orihime, run, get out of here. Here we go. So let's start with Yoruichi. Oh, Yoruichi actually has dodge rate 3%, really? Huh. I did not actually know that. Because when I've been doing some co-op quests lately, and all these guys, they have like, oh, stamina plus whatever, stamina restore, and it's like, man, I wish I had that ability. But it would be very helpful so that when we're doing raids and that, I don't die in like 5 hits. Well, I mean, I don't die in 5 hits, but I mean, like, when you have, like, those, what are they called? Like, the poison guys, or the ice guy. If you have the ice guys, actually, and then they freeze you just constantly, and then you're stuck, and then no one on your team wants to do anything, it's not fun. But so far, we're doing pretty good. I mean, Like I said, so far at least we're doing good. So let's continue on taking down these Soul Reaper grunts. Because they're about the same level as Ichigo. And they're putting up a decent fight, honestly. Like, it's not like we're smoking them, but at the same token, they're not completely destroying us. Obviously, when they do a lot of damage, though, Ichigo's defenses could use some improving. So now we're back as Renji. And it's boss time against Mayuri Kuratsuchi. You seem to have some good moves, both in this attack and the time before. You used Hairen Kyaku, right? An advanced Quincy technique to achieve high speed by gathering spirit energy into a current beneath their feet. I'm surprised to find someone as young as you has been able to master it. It would appear you are a talented specimen indeed, however, chasing you around this way really is a bit of a bother. So I've decided to use the method that requires the least amount of energy and effort in order to kill you. Claw out. Ashisogi Jizo, which is his Zanpakuto. But we can take him on. I mean, he's not putting much... Uh-oh. Oh, damn. So, okay. Well, it's okay. He's almost... There we go. Paralysis. Well, of course we're gonna miss him. Oh, come on. There we go. Look how you're sweating. I can tell you're in pain, and yet you take it without crying out. Not so much as a whimper. This is some iron will you have. My arm, it won't move. My, it would seem a bit dense of you to only now and be noticing such a thing. This robs the mobility from all your limbs of whomever is cut by it. My Zanpakuto immobilizes the body of whoever it cuts. A tranquilizer? Don't be ridiculous. I never use such primitive technologies. This process looks at all the countless signals fired from your brain and selectively severs only the signals controlling the neural impulses for movement. That's how sophisticated this is. It takes away the ability to move, but unlike tranquilizer, leaves intact the pain receptors and nerve endings, in other words. Not an ounce of your pain is lost. Ah! But we did it! So, that'll be it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next episode of Bleach Brave Souls. This has been MegaMan6564. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all then. So long for now.